You're just going to have to keep listening to me, and we'll see. I'm live. Yeah. There we go. We're live. Okay. Sorry, guys. Bear with us. Technical difficulties here, but we will hopefully not lose that again tonight. As I said, it's a situation where I believe that the same network we're on is on their ticketing network, and they're trying to make sure that they get all their tickets in. So we may cut in and out until kickoff, but I don't believe we'll still have these same issues at kickoff. We're going to try to get a backup set up just in case, but we've got great speeds. It's just a matter of getting everything running at the same time and consistently. So I'll keep an eye on that over here. Yeah, all right, you can unmute him, Will. Now you're back. All right, there we go. We got to mute you, make sure those cuss words didn't come through. You know, I don't want to get in trouble.
No one, yeah.
All right, so let's get back to it. 2-0. This is a 2-0 Byrd team. They've only allowed 8 points in the second half. I believe they've only allowed 17 points all season so far in their first two games. So definitely an impressive team, an impressive student section they call the Hive down there as it starts to fill up, a couple of rows of folks there. And so we are getting close here. We are 16 minutes away from kickoff, and we'll give you some ideas of what this is a Byrd team that's won 6 state championships, 7 state championships. They haven't won since 1949, but they played for one last year. Lost in the state title game last year, state runner-up in 2020, and had a really good year last year, and a good program here that's that's under a new coaching staff, as their head coach Mike Suggs announced his retirement, and they announced Stacy Ballou as their 24th head coach in Yellow Jackets football history, and a big win in their first game over Huntington, 43-14, and so it's a good Byrd team, as I've said. But our Hornets are ready for this one as they are in the locker room getting set. We had them out here warming up earlier. Coach Horton and the guys have made the trip down. And Aaron, and all the prep and all the look, I got to say thanks to Charlie Cavalis here as he gave us some really great notes. But what's your thoughts on this team and your thoughts on this game, man?
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a really hard-nosed team we're about to get ourselves into against Byrd. I'm fully aware, I think Maumelle is definitely going to be able to compete with this team. They're obviously a team that is really well tradition in their football program, and I expect they're going to come around the football like we just mentioned. A couple weeks ago we saw against Sylvan Hills in week 0. They love to run the football. It's going to be a similar situation, and I think if Maumelle can keep them under 150 yards rushing on the night, I think the Hornets have a pretty good chance of winning here.
I'm with you, and under 150 obviously would be a huge task. This is a team that has ran for over 800 yards. Their two backs are combined for over 800 yards in their first two games. So they're going to want to run it, and you're right. You said that about Sylvan Hills. We have some experience against this flexbone offense. We got to really work on it and prep against it for the entire offseason in preparation for the Sylvan Hills game. And so we've seen this offense. I mean, we know what they're going to bring, but the question is can we handle their athletes? Guys like Mitchell Ramsey's a big-time piece for this team at the running back position, Strickland as well. So we'll see what Byrd brings as they bring their team out, and they've got one heck of a line of folks coming out and ready.
No, that's not LSU walking onto the field.
I do kind of feel like we got a true battle for the boot going on here in Shreveport between these two clubs tonight.
Yeah, and, when we're talking about Byrd and, teams from Arkansas, they've actually, played quite a bit of teams from Arkansas. Their last team that played from Arkansas was the El Dorado Wildcats, I believe, back in 2014. And Byrd took it to the Wildcats that year. And they actually thanks to the guy that, gave us all this information here, they actually went back in the 30s and went back against Little Rock Central and those really good Central teams back then. So pretty cool bit of information there. So,
all right, well, let's get to our starters real quick as we're about 13 minutes away. And starting at left tackle will be, of course, Big Andrew Chambly at left guard, Kelby Forte at center, Braden Yancey at right guard, Caleb Stroud, and back at right tackle this week, Kevin Hamilton back from injury. At wide receiver, tight end, starting is going to be Roderick Watts, number 7, Hunter Speck, and Amari Rogers at tight end. At running back, it'll be Michael Candler and Jason Crawford splitting time with Weston Pierce taking snaps at quarterback. On the defensive side, starting on the defensive line, number 5, Nico the Predator Davier, as well as C.J. Murphy and Harrison. At linebacker, Skylar McClure. James Whitley returns after a week's absence. Hilliard and McGarrell will round out the linebackers. At D-back, Caleb Epperson, Jesse Knight, Max Pace, and Rawls will get things going in our defensive backfield against the C.E. Byrd Yellow Jackets. So, battle of stingers, my least favorite things in the whole wide world. I hate bees. I got down there a minute ago. You know, they had a wasp that was attacking Kristen
right
and down here. And so, you know what they did? The 3 of them flew into there's a little storage area below this press box with a door.
Yeah.
They took the duct tape and 3 of them flew into the door and they duct taped the whole door shut.
Yeah, shut them off.
Look at that. They got some. Look at that's.
Oh,
no. They got our name wrong on the program.
Dadgummit. What are you doing, man?
All right, Will, do you have any other breaks you got to get to, or are we waiting for the national anthem to get going? All right. Well, I think we're about to do that as I see the color guard coming out on the field. So we're going to go down to Matt, and we're going to enjoy our national anthem as we are about 11 minutes away from kickoff. All right, folks. Sorry, we're back. We didn't realize we didn't get a schedule of events here, so we're just kind of waiting for our Hornets to make their way out of the locker room on the other side. I see Coach Horton making his way out now, and I think we are maybe just about ready. As that looks like Horton and Band-Aid coming across the track right now. So as soon as we get national anthem, we will switch our cameras and get down there, and you won't have to listen to me talk for a minute. And, of course, our Hornets come into this one at 1-2. 2-game losing streak here after the win over Sylvan Hills. And now we found ourselves in a tough spot against a Robinson team that we led big late, let Robinson come back and win that one. And then a tough loss last week to Valonia in a hard-fought game, a game that the Hornets really battled in that game, finding themselves down by 2 scores late. Got back within 2, couple missed extra points, ended up being the difference in that one. And so looking forward to this one as we get out of town and maybe get a chance to show out for the state of Arkansas and really just reset things as we get things going.
Yeah, last week, I got to watch a little bit of that game. I was at a game myself, so I didn't get to watch the whole thing, but I was impressed by the way we played. Valonia, 35 seniors on their roster, and that's not something, that's not something you see every day. So, when it was a 2-point loss, obviously they're not happy about the loss, but, I was proud to see our guys compete and almost win that game. I think Bologna's in the top 10 in Class 5A this year. So after seeing what they did, last week, it looked pretty good. So.
All right, we got the national anthem about to go, so we'll go down to Matt.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you would focus your attention at the midfield stripe, as we honor the greatest country in the land, our beloved United States of America, with the posting of our colors followed by the playing of our national anthem.